Do you ever feel like your own mind suddenly takes over? You're going about your day, and then, out of nowhere, a thought pops in. What if something goes wrong? What if I embarrass myself? What if this feeling never goes away? What if I lose control? And instantly you feel hijacked. Your mood changes, your body tenses, and it feels like the thought is now driving your entire nervous system. But here's what most people don't know. The problem is not the thought, it's what happens after the thought. And today, I'm going to show you a metacognitive technique so powerful and so counterintuitive that once you learn it, those hijacking moments will start losing their grip fast. Let's get into it. When a scary, negative, or intrusive thought appears, most people react the same way. They analyze it, they argue with it, they try to push it away, they examine what it means, they check how they feel, they try to stop having it. This reaction is what metacognitive therapy calls CAS, the cognitive attentional S syndrome. CAS equals worry, rumination, threat monitoring, thought suppression, scanning feelings. Trying to solve the thought CAS is what gives the thought its power. The thought is the spark. CAS is the entire wildfire. And here's the key insight. Thoughts don't hijack you. Your response to thoughts does. This means you are not powerless. You're simply using the wrong mental strategy. Most people assume they should. Replace the thought, stop the thought question, whether it's true, reassure themselves, find the root cause, get rid of uncomfortable feelings. But metacognitive therapy has shown again and again, the harder you try to control a thought, the stronger it becomes. Pushing a thought away is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The pressure increases and it pops up even stronger. So, if controlling thoughts isn't the answer, what is? Here is the technique most people have never been taught. You can observe a thought without engaging with it. This skill is called detached mindfulness in metacognitive therapy. It means you don't follow the thought, you don't evaluate it, you don't argue with it, you don't suppress it, you don't fix it, you don't even try to make it go away. You simply notice it passively, the same way you notice a cloud passing across the sky. And the moment you stop giving the thought attention, it loses emotional charge, it loses influence, and it stops hijacking your mind. This doesn't mean you avoid the thought, it means you stop feeding it. Thoughts run on attention. You're taking away the fuel. Here's the practical version you can start doing right now. I call it the cinema seat technique, based on a classic MCT metaphor. Step 1. When a negative or intrusive thought appears, pause. Don't jump into interpretation. Don't chase the meaning. Don't ask why it appeared. Just acknowledge a thought popped up. Nothing more. Step 2. Imagine your mind is a movie screen. Your thought is simply a scene playing on the screen. You are not the actor. You are not the director. You are not in the story. You are the audience member, sitting back in the seat. Step 3. Watch the thought passively for 5 to 10 seconds. Let the thought appear, move, shift, fade, stay, or change without trying to influence it. Your only task is observe, don't participate. Step 4. Gently shift your attention outward. Pick something external. The sounds around you, the texture of your clothing, the colors in the room, the feeling of your feet on the ground, a task you are doing. Step 5. If the thought comes back, repeat steps 1 to 4, not with frustration, not with urgency, casually, calmly, as many times as needed. Every repetition weakens the habit of engaging. You're teaching your brain, thoughts can come and go. I don't need to enter the story. Detached mindfulness works for 3 major reasons. 1, it breaks the habit of thought fusion. People often believe, if I think it, it must mean something. Thinking about something makes it more likely to happen. This thought says something about me. Not true. By observing thoughts from a distance, you learn. Thoughts are mental events, not messages. 2, it reduces CAS immediately. No CAS equals reduced anxiety, reduced rumination, reduced emotional reactivity. The thought becomes background noise instead of a threat. Third, it retrains your brain's threat system. When you stop reacting to thoughts, your mind learns that these thoughts are not dangerous. I don't need to go into emergency mode. The amygdala calms. The nervous system calms. You calm. Let's say you have a sudden thought. What if I lose control right now? Normally, you might react, oh no, why am I thinking this? Am I going crazy? What if something happens? What does this mean? But with detached mindfulness, you say, there's a thought. Sit back in the cinema seat. Watch it for a few seconds. Shift attention outward. The thought fades on its own. Not because you fought it, but because you didn't engage with it. This is freedom. Try this for the next 24 hours. Every time a stressful, negative, or intrusive thought appears, spend 5 seconds observing it like a movie scene. Then shift your attention outward. Write down what happens. Most people report thoughts lose intensity, thoughts pass faster, emotions settle more quickly, they feel more in control, the mind becomes quieter, fewer spirals happen throughout the day. By tomorrow, you may feel a noticeable difference. You don't need to stop your thoughts. You don't need to debate them. You don't need to understand them. You don't need to solve them. You only need to observe them without entering the story. Because the thought was never the problem, the engagement was. Once you stop feeding the thought, it stops hijacking your mind. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more metacognitive tools that help you create a calmer, clearer mind without fighting your thoughts or getting trapped in endless analysis. And before you go, what thought hijacks you most often? Comment below.